love Jesus.
Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Na 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 na.
Hoo-ha! Shout it to the devil.
If you love Jesus,
If you love Jesus,
stomp your feet.
stop your feet.
Na 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 na.
Hoo-ha! Shout it to the devil.
If you love Jesus,
If you love Jesus,
nod your head.
nod your head. Na 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 na. Hoo-ha! Shout it to the devil.
If you love Jesus,
If you love Jesus,
turn around.
turn around.
Na 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 na.
Na na na. Hoo-ha! Shout it to the devil.
If you love Jesus,
If you love Jesus,
do all four.
do all four. Shout it to the devil.
Welcome, campers, to the final virtual camp, junior high, and everyone said, "Aww," but that's okay. We've got an awesome virtual camp set up for you today. If you got your welcome packets, head on to it. We've got some cooking with Patricia. Oh my goodness, who knew you could gourmet grilled cheese? That's what we're doing today. Make sure you have your bread, bacon, mayo, which is odd, but you'll see why. Variety of cheese, mac and cheese and butter. Get all your stuff together. You need a pot and pan and a skillet of some sort, okay? This is going to be an awesome snack, guys. CBC Outdoors. You're guys going to learn how to properly start a campfire. No, we're not going to teach you how to be an arsonist. We're going to teach you how to start a campfire when you're going to, don't laugh, guys, okay? When you want to roast some marshmallows, have your own campfire and how to properly start it, okay? So, no, we're not going to teach you how to set other buildings on fire. All right, so also, Craft Corner. It's pretty cool. It's it is painted planters. All right, so you'll need a dowel rod, ceramic planters, variety of sizes, and paint. These ones are really cool too, especially since it's now summer and getting into the planting mood, getting into some flower mood and that kind of stuff. So we got a really cool episodes going. We got a great campfire story for you today. We got some awesome challenges that we're going to throw your way today, and we can't wait to get into that. Okay, so also, you have been sending us your activities. Those of you who have already been doing, we did what, guys? Now it's been a long week. We've done the submission of the pop-up video, the hula dance. Yep, sending in the hulas. We've also done the reenacting your favorite Disney scene. If you haven't sent those in, we want to be able to see it. And then send us your pictures of your activities or doing, oh snap. Yeah, okay, I get the idea, guys. I know you're snapping. Oh snap. Send all that to us. We want to see what you're doing. Remember, today is our last day, and we want you guys to continue memorizing the theme verse. This theme was one of those, it's like, we got to come up with a theme for summer camp, because we can't use Battlegrounds because it's just too big for virtual camp. So we're moving that to next year, like we said. But this year's theme is boldness. And it comes from Hebrews chapter 4, verse 16. And this is what that verse is. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Now here's the thing. Leave that verse up or go back. That's fine. But on that verse, we want you guys to just continue to memorize it, all right? Even though we've only met for 3 days on virtual camp, we want you guys to memorize this verse because we believe the Bible. We believe the Bible to be true. We believe the Bible to be powerful. If we believe the Bible to be powerful and everything in it is powerful, then this verse alone is powerful. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may what? We may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. Now, you can go ahead. That's fine. Yep. So now here's the thing. Memorize the verse. Just do it. You know why? Because the verses that we implant in us, we're able to use it outside, be able to impact others. And then also impact us, according to this verse, in the time that we need, come boldly to the throne and ask for help from God. So that's why we went with the theme of boldness. It's such an odd year. 2020 is, I think, needs to go back and take a nap because it's just, crazy how far it's gone. But we still believe that there's a God on the throne, and we still believe that he's in charge. And nothing throws him off guard. All right? So keep memorizing your verses. Hey, we have an official Bible verse winner, and everybody went, yeah! We have someone who correctly identified the Bible verse. You know what's funny? I forgot what the verse was. Sarah, what was it? Do you remember?
Proverbs 28:1.
That's right. Proverbs 28:1. I should have written it down, but that is the correct answer. Proverbs 20. I did write it down, didn't I?
No, I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it down. Okay, Sarah wrote it down. That was the correct Bible verse. The winner is, and everyone did a drum roll, Kristen Weaver. Congratulations. We are sending you a sticker along with an envelope that sticker goes in. So you'll get that sticker soon. It's heading out to you, all right? So thank you all for joining us in the Bible verse search. It was kind of difficult for some. Others, you were getting guesses all over the place. But you found it. Congratulations, Kristen. And yeah, that's it for Bible verse search.
Adam!
What, Sarah?
It's time for
Pop-up video. Here we go. It's time for pop-up video. We're going to open up the envelope. The rules are as follows. As soon as I open up the video and read what today's pop-up video is, you will have 10 minutes. That's 10. That's 1, 0, 0, 0. 10 minutes to go do the pop-up video and send it in. All right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to throw all your names in a hat. We're going to try drawing for someone, and we're going to send you a sticker. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Let's see what pop-up video it is today. Thanks for the drum roll. It is, oh my goodness, lip sync battle. Here's what that means. That means you need to choose an appropriate song, preferably one that doesn't have any swearing, cursing, or anything that is against what the Bible says. And you need to do a lip sync battle, and we're going to go ahead and throw them all together. Send us your lip sync videos. All right, this is going to be a little more difficult because you got to pick a song. You got to pick it fast. You need to go outside. You need to go figure out how you're going to do this. And you need to send it to us. What was that? How long should it be? It should be approximately 2 to 3 minutes long. No more than 3. No more than 2. Just make it 2 minutes. Okay? 2 minutes is fine. Send it to us. It's time for lip sync battle. Ready? 10 minutes on the clock. And go! So that was your pop-up video challenge. Get your lip sync battles in. Send them in to us. We want to see how well you did so we can throw them all together for an after camp recap. All right, so we're getting ready to go into the crafts. So the crafts, like I said before, these ones are really cool, especially for those who like planting, those who like going outside. Perfect painted paint.
Hey guys, I'm Callie Anderson coming at you again with another craft corner. This craft is inspired by Genesis 1:29, and God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit." So God gives us these gifts, and He orders us to take care of this earth and the plants in it. And plants, I've always really loved plants and growing them, and so one cool craft that I kind of came up with was to make these planters for you to plant your own seeds and make your own plants. So I painted these already. You can paint them if you want, or you cannot paint them. But then once you have them, each one of the planters has a little hole at the very bottom of it, and that hole we're going to use to make a tower with them. So at the very bottom in this plastic paper cup I have at the bottom is filled with cement, but if you didn't have cement, or if that's a lot of work, you can just fill it with like heavy rocks. That should hold them down as well. So we're going to place the cement with a dowel through the cement into this one, and then that one you could fill with dirt, or you could just fill this planter up. Then you can put plants in each of these ones, and in each of these you stick the dowel right through the bottom hole of the plant, and they just kind of stack together like this. And then you could take a hot glue gun and hot glue them at each of the bottoms, and at each point where it comes into contact with the dowel, just to make it a little more stable. But then once you have them all together, you can put your seeds in them, you put your plants in them, and take care of your plants. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and I will see you next time.
All right, so for those of you who are wanting to do this craft right now, we're going to go ahead and throw 10 minutes on the clock, kind of give you a head start on doing this craft before you get into the weekend. But those of you who don't want to do this, you can get your things ready, because the next thing we're doing is cooking with Patricia, and it's fancy gourmet grilled cheese. All right, so again, you can use this 10-minute time to continue doing this project if you're planning on doing this. If not, you can get prepared for either cooking with Patricia, or you can get prepared for CBC Outdoors. However you want to do this, or if you just need to stand up and stretch out, and I don't care, it's 10 minutes. So we're going to use this 10 minutes wisely. Ready, set, go.
Up with the little green frog one day. Up with the little green frog. Up with the little green frog one day. His eyes went up, 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 up. Beep, beep with the big black truck one day. Splish, splash to the little green frog. His eyes didn't go up no more, 'cause he got all eaten by a dog. Faster! Up with the little green frog one day. Up with the little green frog. Up with the little green frog one day. His eyes went up, up, up. Beep, beep with the big black truck one day. Splish, splash to the little green frog. His eyes didn't go up no more, 'cause he got all eaten by a dog. Faster! Up with the green frog one day. Up with the green frog. Up with the green frog one day. His eyes went up, up, up. Beep, beep with the big black truck one day. Splish, splash to the little green frog. His eyes didn't go up no more, 'cause he got all eaten by a dog. We go faster?
Okay, let's try it.
Okay.
Mop the green frog one day, mop the green frog, mop the green frog one day. His eyes went mop, 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 beep, 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 beep. And they went mop the green frog. His eyes didn't go mop no more, 'cause he got all eaten by a dog.
Supersonic speed!
Mop!
All right, so we're getting ready to move into something. Let me check. Everybody in the room says cooking with Patricia. I guess, Winston, you know. I mean, I got the schedule right here. But anyways, hey, send us the pictures of those painted planters. We'd love to see what you do with them. And, yeah, we'd love to see how you do that craft. Hey, we're getting ready to go into cooking with Patricia. Again, this grilled cheese elevated to gourmet. I'm going to tell you guys right now, you're going to get hungry, okay? Because it was really good. So, gather up all your supplies, and then get ready for cooking with Patricia.
Hello campers, and welcome back to Cooking Along with Patricia. Today we're going to have gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches. I hope you enjoy it. We are going to make 3 different kinds. We're going to make some bacon and macaroni and cheese, and we're going to do just a regular 3 cheese sandwich, and we're going to do one with bacon and cheese. So to get started, you're going to need any type of macaroni and cheese. If you have some leftover from the meal before, that's even great. I just bought just a box, and I'm going to follow the manufacturer's directions on how to cook this. So I'm going to need milk, and I'm going to need butter, and a 1/4 cup of each. So it says to cook these noodles in boiling water for about 7 to 9 minutes. So follow me along. Let's put them in the stove. My water is boiling now. All right, now I'm going to put my timer on, and I'm going to put it for 8 minutes. And let's go. I am going to give it a little stir so they don't get stuck together. For this part, you're also going to need a strainer. So make sure you have yours handy and ready to go. I'm going to put mine in the sink. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to get our other ingredients ready. As you can see, I already have my bacon already cooked. I like to cook my bacon in the oven. It just makes nice slices like this. You can use and cook your bacon any which way you want. I'm going to cut them in half so they can fit the size of my sandwiches. For the bread, you're going to need any type of bread you want. I'm using this cottage bread, but you can make your own bread, or you can use the wonderful and delicious sourdough bread. Okay, so I'm going to need 6 slices. I'm going to be making 3 sandwiches. You will need also 3 different types of cheese. I got Monterey, I got cheddar, and I got jalapeno pepper. So I love those. I also have some American yellow cheese that I'm going to put in my macaroni and cheese when that's ready, just to give it a little bit more deliciousness to it. Okay, so we are going to also need some butter for our sandwiches, and the secret ingredient, mayonnaise. Yeah, you heard me right, mayonnaise. Okay, for this part now, you will need a griddle. You can use a griddle. Make sure you put it to the highest setting, 375 or 400 degrees. Or if you have a frying pan, you can also use a frying pan. While that is warming up, I am going to get my slices ready. The top part of my slice, I am going to put some mayonnaise on the outside of the bread. And as my griddle is heating up, I'm going to put it on the griddle. And I'm going to do the same with the pattern bar of my bread. So you have the 2 slices there. What that does is that hits the inside of the bread, which will help the cheese melt faster for you, because you want that cheese to be just gooey and stretchy as you're eating it. Okay, so for my first sandwich, I'm going to make the 3 cheese. So I am going to choose my 3 different slices. And you can use any cheese you want. Okay, so now I am going to put it on my bread and I'm going to stagger it over so it goes over the whole bread. And then I am going to choose to put my slice on top of the cheese. In the meantime, I am going to get some butter and I'm going to put it on the griddle. And I'm going to turn my mayonnaise side down. Now I'm going to do on the other side, the outside of the bread, I'm going to put more mayonnaise. All right. Now for the other one, I am going to choose some cheese. And I'm going to use some cheddar. Do the same, but this time I'm going to use some of that wonderful bacon that I did earlier and put it right in there. Again, I'm going to put my other slice right on top and I'm going to batter my griddle. And do the same thing. Turn it over with the mayonnaise side down. And I'm going to put mayonnaise on the outside. This one we're going to separate for the wonderful macaroni and cheese that we're going to make. Oh, my timer is calling. I'll be right back with you. Okay, go ahead and drain your noodles, and then you're going to add your butter. I already turned the stove off. It's hot enough for me to melt my butter and add my milk. All right. Once my butter is melted, I am going to add the cheese mix that came with the package. And stir well, coat all the noodles. Looks good. now remember those slices that I had left over? I'm gonna grab a few of the American cheese and I'm going to put it on the macaroni and leave it there so it melts a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna check on mine. All right, time to turn it over. These ones look good. And that cheese is nice and melted. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. This looks good. Okay, I think we're ready to go. We'll bring it over and we're gonna use the other piece of bread that we had here ready to go. All right, I'm going to use one piece of cheese on the bottom and then I am going to put some of that wonderful hot macaroni and cheese right on top of it. Doesn't that look delicious? All right. Put it back in here and we're gonna use more of that delicious bacon. Okay, I will need my spatula to help me turn this over because I want the mayonnaise side down. Here we go. Oh, I did it. Nothing did get spilled. Put some mayonnaise on the other side. And some butter on the griddle. Okay, let's see how these other ones are doing. Oh yeah, that is looking so nice and look at how that's melting. I think these ones are ready to come out. All right. Carefully removing from the stove. Here you go. Ooh, that looks so good. We'll put it right here while we wait for the other one. I think we're gonna cut this and see what it looks like inside. Oh, yes. Doesn't that look great? Let's see the other one. Same here. And look at that bacon in that side. Oh, this looks so good. Now, if you don't like bacon, you can use anything else. You can use ham or leftover roast beef. That's what I call roast beef, by the way. So, anyway. Here you go, and now let's look at our macaroni and cheese one. Okay, turn it over. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see how this is going. Ooh, yes. Turn it over. Ooh, that looks so good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, we're gonna let the other side to get as golden as that one. Okay, let's see how the other side is doing. Oh yeah, it is ready, guys. Are you ready for this? There we are. Make sure to turn your griddle off and unplug it from the outlet. Get your knife and should we cut into this? Oh yes. Wonderful, look at all that, nice and melted. I sure hope that you enjoy our cooking segment this time. We hope to see you soon.
Adam. Well, guys, it looks like he got hungry and then I think he went squatch hunting. So he'll be back in a little bit, but man, those grilled cheese sandwiches look so good. I can't wait to make some. Up next, we've got a new campfire story for you, so get ready and let's go hear it.
Well, hello there, camper. Good to see you here for some campfire stories. Well, today I'm not going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a legend. The legend of the Miserugi. Deep in the Turtle Mountains of North Dakota, there's Camp Metigoshe. And at Camp Metigoshe, they tell two stories of the Miserugi. The first is about a little girl who went picking flowers in the meadow. As she was picking flowers, she saw this tall, purple flower with 3 petals on it. She saw a trail of them leading into the woods. She saw the flowers as the most beautiful thing she had ever seen, so she went to go pick some to show her campers. As she went into the woods, she disappeared. Some say she became victim of the Miserugi. Another story talks of a boy who was playing by a river near Camp Metigoshe. Beautiful, beautiful. He wanted to collect more rocks to bring him home to show his family. So he crossed the river and found a trail of them leading into the woods. As he collected, he disappeared as well. Some say they both fell victim to the Miserugi. To him, they were only stories. So, they mounted up wooden swords and made a whip of rope and sticks, and Chevy Vol and his friends wanted to put the Miserugi stories to rest. They ventured off into the woods of the Turtle Mountains. They walked for a couple miles till they came to a meadow filled with flowers. They decided to spread out and look for clues pertaining to the 2 stories of the Miserugi. As they searched, near the edge of the meadow, they found a tall purple flower with 3 petals. They were encouraged. This was their first clue. They saw a trail of it leading deeper into the woods. Prepared for what was next, they went deep into the woods. Shortly after, they came across a river. They heard the second story of the boy, and they began to spread out looking for the rocks. They searched up and down along the river till finally my friend Chevy found a purple triangle rock. This was their second clue, though they were no longer encouraged. Thoughts began to fill their mind. Were the stories of the Miserugi really true? After all, no one knew what the Miserugi was. It could have been a big beast, frightful and vile, or it could have been an Indian spirit roaming around the forest. Still, pressing on, they were determined to prove that these stories were either true or false, but either way, put them to rest. They ventured on what seemed to be more and more miles, till they came to a clearing. And in the clearing was a field full of tall purple flowers with 3 petals, and in the center, a path made of triangle purple rocks. They walked on the path, and near the end of the clearing, they saw a tombstone surrounded by purple rocks and purple flowers. My friend Chevy went to the tombstone and read, "Here lies the Miserugi." As he was done reading, the wind picked up. The trees and flowers began to bend to the strength of the wind. Chevy and his friends began to fear, and in their wise decision decided to go home before anything horrible would have happened. They made it safely back to camp. Only now they were filled with more questions than answers. What was with the purple flowers? What was with the purple rocks? And what was the Miserugi? and who buried it there.
Is this story true? Story of the Mizurugi? Who knows? Guess we're just going to have to figure it out and find out. So, thank you, Dusty, for your campfire stories. We really appreciate that. So, moving on. We have... What?
It's time for...
Oh, snap! All right, I'm not Alicia, but Alicia's running the computer. So this is Alicia's challenge from behind the scenes. Oh snap, here's how it works. I'm gonna open up the envelope. Inside the envelope, there's a challenge that you must complete. We're gonna throw a timer on the clock for 10 minutes, and you have to complete these challenges. Let's find out what today's challenge for Oh Snap is. Meme yourself. Okay, so some of you know what memes are. If you don't, basically it's a picture of something and then you meme it. Wah, wah, wah. That's the only description I can give, Winston. It's just making it funny, okay? So here's the 3 items, the 3 Oh Snap pictures you need to take. We're going to put the clock on as soon as I'm done. Sarah's going to put all the memes that you must do in the comment section. All right? So you're going to take a picture of yourself and then, I'm going to give you the memes, and then you have to follow that up with a picture of yourself. All right? Here we go. So number 1 is that feeling when you pull up to camp. Got to take a picture of yourself of that feeling when you pull up to camp. Number 2, the camp me versus the home me. So you're going to have 2 pictures in this one. The camp me of you, and then the camp me, and then the home me. And then the last one is you know you went to camp when. You know you went to camp when. ... Okay? Take a picture that correlates with these 3. Get ready to send them. And here's the thing. You cannot take these pictures inside the house. You must go to a parking lot. Go to a backyard. Go somewhere that is not inside your house. This is get up and get active. Ready. 10 minutes on the clock, and go meme yourself. we just do? Oh, snap. All right, make sure you send your oh, snap pictures into us. We want to make sure that you memed yourself or something along those lines, okay? So send them in. Hey, we got Mr. Jacob Hunt here with us. Jacob, say hi to everybody watching. Hey. If you remember Jacob, he was the assistant counselor in Lebanon, right? So we have us in Lebanon. But I think he's more well known for being at the rock wall. All right, so if you remember him, he was the one that hooked you up, let you climb up the rock wall, high ropes course. Did a phenomenal job. And I can't wait to have him back again. But there's a reason why Jacob's here. Anybody know what that reason is? Do any of you know what that reason is?
I do.
Sarah knows what that reason is. It's time for the Jacob punt. So I'm going to hand it on over to Jacob. And Jacob's going to show everyone how to do the Jacob. So, you ready? All right. Teach everyone how to do the Jacob.
All right, so the first part of the Jacob is taking your left arm out in a fist form like this. Then you're going to do the same thing with your right over top. The next step is just going back and forth over top and under the left arm with your right. Then when you're ready, you just throw the legs in, they follow your right arm. So they go to the side, down, side, and up. And they just keep going like this to the beat of the song that you play it to.
All right, is there anything else to that? Or is that it?
That's it.
All right, here's what we're going to do. All right, staff, come on. Come on up. We're going to have some music going. I'm going to put some music on the microphone here. And we're going to have everybody here do the Jacob. All right, here we go. You guys ready? There's the Jacob. Winston's getting on it. And then Jacob normally does it 10 times faster, like this. And that is the Jacob. Jacob, thank you for doing the Jacob. Thank you for teaching everyone how to do the Jacob. Just another fun camp thing we do here. And if you come back next year, we're going to do it again. I mean, Jacob's probably not going to leave ever, all right? Not Jacob himself. The Jacob is probably never going to leave, okay? All right, hey, we're getting ready to go into CBC Outdoors. Now, we're going to learn how to start a fire, but we're not going to start any type of fire. I can't say what I said before because everybody started laughing. So, we're going to learn how to correctly and properly set up your campfire for the best marshmallows in the world. Ready? Let's see how it's done.
Hello everyone, welcome back to CBC Outdoors. I'm Tim, and today in our adventure what we're going to do is show you. The thing you need to do is build yourself a perimeter, and you can make it out of rocks or dig a hole in the sand or dirt. In this case we happen to have bricks, and so we're using these for our perimeter fence. This is so our fire doesn't spread throughout the place. We want to keep it in a designated area. So for our ingredients today on this, starting this fire, I happen to have a little bit of grass or dried hay. You can use leaves, weeds, whatever. That helps you with your ignition to originally start the fire. Then we'll make taller, we'll stand our sticks up straight and we'll make a teepee or a pyramid. And we'll use smaller sticks. We'll graduate to bigger sticks to get to the point to our logs. And then our logs will start, and we'll only have to start the fire once. So let's get started. So here's what we'll do. We'll put our grass in the center of our fire ring, and now we'll take our twigs and we'll start standing them up. Now, another trick to this, if you happen to get to a place and your sticks or branches or twigs are wet, what you do is you take a knife and you shave off all the outside of the bark, and you'll eventually get down to the dry wood. And that's what you want to do, is get down to the dry wood, because then our fire will take off from there. Hopefully that about does the trick. And that's our first little sticks. Now we'll graduate up to bigger branches. And I'll do my best to try not to knock this all over. What this allows us to do is to build like a chimney. This would be like your fireplace in your house. You'll start the fire in the bottom. The air will come from, circulate around from the outside and will go up through the middle. This will create the heat to go straight up and will also create the flame to do the same thing and go the same direction. Alright, so now that we got all our logs stacked, now let's start the fire on the inside and see if we can get a flame going. If you can see, the flame at the bottom is all coming up to the top, and the smoke and the heat is coming up through the top, which would be like our chimney. And as these flames come up, they'll start to bigger and bigger and bigger sticks till we get to our logs. And once this is flaming really well and we have lots of hot coals, then we can let this drop down and just add more logs to it. I'll set off to the side. Let's see how this goes. And as you look now, you'll see the flames are coming up through the center of our logs and creating more and more heat, which is starting the bigger logs on fire. And that is how you make a campfire. Another thing to use for a good start of fire starter is if you are in a place that has pine trees, you can use pine cones. You set them upside down, start the fire from the bottom, and they'll burn really fast to get a fire to start your wood. That's it for CBC Outdoors. Thank you for joining.
Bananas unite! Peel bananas, peel bananas, peel bananas, peel bananas. Peel down the left, peel down the right, peel down the middle, and woo! To the right, go bananas, go bananas, go bananas, go bananas. Peel the orange, peel the orange, peel the orange, peel the orange, and peel potatoes, peel potatoes, peel potatoes, peel potatoes. Mash potatoes, mash potatoes, mash potatoes, mash potatoes. Peel the grapes, peel the grapes, peel the grapes, peel the grapes. Throw the grapes, throw the grapes, throw the grapes, throw the grapes.
All right, so that is how you properly start a campfire. Now, if you need to go practice, go ahead and practice. The cool thing about it is when, see, Jacob was out there with us, and we used pine cones also to start it up, and Tim basically showed you from the ground up on how to start that fire. So, go try it out. Right, Jacob?
Yep.
That's right. Get yourself a fire going tonight, and roast some marshmallow. I almost said peeps. Roasted peeps. You know what I mean? You ever had those? Yuck. I think they're horrible, but they make really good s'mores out of peeps. I'm getting way off track here, guys. This is my job. I love it. Okay, we're getting ready to go into chapel next. Remember, during our chapel time, we have our CBC Dance Club, just to kind of get up, going, moving around, get some exercise in us. Just if you think about it this way, it's just how we do it here at camp right before we start chapel. Music starts up, get up, motivated, and get ready to get ready to move into worship. We have Winston, the world-class, world-renowned, multi-platinum winning artist of the year, who is going to be leading us in worship today. I'm excited about him and the songs that he chose today. That's going to be awesome. And then we have Pastor Nate, who's going to be finishing up his session on Bold. I can't wait for you to hear from him. But first, make sure you grab your Bible so you can follow along. So if you need to go grab them real quick, go grab them. Otherwise, we got a really good CBC Dance Club. And I'm thinking all of us here is going to want to get in on this as well. But we're going to see. You ready? Let's head on over and have CBC Dance Club.
Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But I hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? come from Cotton Eye Joe.
Hey guys, welcome back today. I'm so glad you could join us. Just like last time, if you guys know the song, go ahead, sing along. I hear that this is a camp favorite that we're going to sing right now, so let's get to it. In my wrestling, in my doubt, in my failure, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In my question, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness. I will follow you, oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. I won't fear what tomorrow brings. With each morning I'll rise and sing. My God's love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Whoa, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness. I will follow you, oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storms. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness. I will follow you, oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. He became sin, who knew no sin, that we might become his righteousness. He humbled himself and carried the cross. Love so amazing, love so amazing. Jesus Messiah, name above all names, blessed Redeemer, Emmanuel, the rescue for sinners.
ransom from heaven. Jesus Messiah, Lord of all. His body the bread, his blood the wine, broken and poured out, all for love. The whole earth trembled, and the veil was torn. Love so amazing, love so amazing. Jesus Messiah, name above all names, blessed Redeemer, Emmanuel, the rescue for sinners, the ransom from heaven. Jesus Messiah, Lord of all. All our hope is in you. All our hope is in you. All the glory to you, God, the light of the world. Jesus Messiah, name above all names, blessed Redeemer, Emmanuel, the rescue for sinners, the ransom from heaven. Jesus Messiah, Lord of all, the rescue for sinners, the ransom from heaven. Jesus Messiah, Lord of all. That's right, God. You are the Lord of all. You created everything on this earth. God, we just praise you because we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. We know that full well. God, we love you because we have the gift of music, and it doesn't matter what we sound like. We're making noises, joyful noises to you, God. And that's an amazing thing. So thank you for that. God, thank you for everything you've given us, and thank you for virtual camp. I pray that you bless this message that we're going to hear today. God, it's really good stuff. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cooperstown. Hey guys, welcome back to Cooperstown Virtual. More accurately, welcome back to my office. I'm still Nathan. I'm still the youth pastor here at Bethel and Devil's Lake. And quick review, session 1, burning bush. Moses walks up, curious. God speaks to him out of the bush, says, Moses, I've heard my people's cry. I've got a job for you. Go to Egypt and save them from Egypt. And Moses' first excuse, he makes 5 excuses. His first excuse is, who am I? Who the heck am I? I'm not qualified to do this. And God's answer to that is, I'm going with you. God's answer to that is not, well, Moses, you have this qualification and this qualification. You're good at this and this and this. It's, I'm going with you. And that plants our big idea. Be bold because of who he is, not who you are. Remember Romans 8, if God is for us, Who can stand against us? Then Moses comes back with a second excuse. We said in session 2, okay, if it's about you, then who are you? And God answers, I am who I am, which means God exists. He did then, he does now. His personality and power is owed solely to himself. He is self-sufficient. He never changes. He is the source of all power and energy. He is everything that matters. He is the top shelf version of each of his characteristics. So when he says, I am who I am, he is the Lord over all other lords. He is the king over all other kings. Which then adds some context to him saying, don't worry, I'm going with you. I use the example of Dwayne Johnson. If Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was going to school with you, you might feel a little better. You might not get bullied as much. You might walk a little taller if he was walking with you. We should live a little different because the God of the universe goes with us. But before we get into our last session, how about one more joke COVID ruined? You ready? A priest, a rabbi, and a monk walk into a bar. But it was closed because of COVID. So anyways, in case you want to look at the whole conversation Moses has with God in the burning bush, we're only talking about 3 excuses, the first, the second, and the fourth. The third excuse is in Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. Moses makes a third excuse, and God's answer is actually really incredible. Really incredible in chapter 4, verses 2 through 9. And then we're not going to have time to get to his fifth excuse, which isn't really even an excuse. It's just Moses telling God that he doesn't want to go. And God answers that. So we see that in verse 13, and then God answers in verses 14 through 17. So if you want to go in and read the whole story, I encourage you to do it. It's amazing. But I want to spend our last few minutes here on his fourth excuse, because it's one that I make still today. It's one that I have on a regular basis. It's one that many of us, I think, have on a regular basis. So let's look at Exodus chapter 4, starting in verse 10. Exodus 4, verse 10. But Moses said to the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, either in the past or since you have spoken to your servant, but I am slow of speech and of tongue. Put another way, excuse number 4, God, what if I don't know what to say? Has anyone ever had that thought? Have you ever had that fear, that worry? Has that ever stopped you from talking to someone about Jesus? Yeah, me too. So what's the answer? Because we all have this concern. God, what if I don't know what to say? I want to share Jesus, but I don't know what to say. What is the answer? Does God say, Moses, you're awesome, you got this? Does God say, Moses, you're so smart, you'll figure it out? Let's see. Chapter 4, verse 11. Then the Lord said to him, Who has made man's mouth? Who makes him mute or deaf or seeing or blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with your mouth and teach you what you shall speak. Think about our big idea. Be bold because of who he is, not because of who you are. Who has made man's mouth? Who makes him mute or deaf or seeing or blind? Is it us? No, it's the Lord. So he's saying, Moses, do I not have this? Do I not have this under control? If I'm sending you to Egypt, am I not going to give you the words? What's our theme verse of these sessions? Hebrews 4, verse 16. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need. He's got plenty of grace and mercy. He can help us. He's our phone a friend if our friend was literally all-knowing. Boldness isn't about getting the right get-hyped mix. It's not about getting the right pep talk, the right self-confidence, or mastering certain skills, memorizing enough scriptures, having enough knowledge. It's about God. Boldness is about remembering who God is and clinging to who God is. I'll give you one more example. Matthew chapter 8. The disciples are in a boat in a storm, and they wake Jesus up. This is still early in their ministry, early in their time together, and they wake Jesus up. He's sleeping in the boat. They wake Jesus up with this question, "Teacher, don't you care that we're perishing?" Again, this is early in their time together. "Jesus, don't you care?" Skip ahead. Matthew chapter 14. Again, disciples in a boat. Again, there's a storm. Jesus comes walking out to them on the water. Jesus is kind of the master of chill. Comes walking out in the middle of the storm, but this time there's a different question. They've been with Jesus long enough. They've learned enough about Jesus. Peter asks him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." And he said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat and walked on the water and came to Jesus. In the span of 6 chapters of getting to know Jesus a little bit better, Peter has gone from, "Jesus, don't you care that we're dying?" to, "If you're here, Jesus, everything's okay. I will even get out of the boat. Not only are we not perishing, but I can even get out of the boat." Not because I'm awesome. Peter didn't suddenly have amazing bravery and courage, but because he had seen enough of Jesus to know that Jesus is in control. He understood enough to know that Jesus had it under control. And he goes from, "Don't you care that we're going to die?" to, "Yeah, I'll get out of the boat, sure. Because Jesus is here and I trust him." Be bold because of who he is. Because God is amazing. Because God has it under control. He goes with you. Remember, Jesus said, "Authority has been given to me, so you go and make disciples, and I'm going with you. I got you. I got this." You're not suddenly super qualified, super talented, super brilliant all of the sudden. You have the all-knowing, all-powerful God with you. How does that change the way you look at the things God tells you to do? How does that change your day-to-day life? How does that change how you interact with people in your life who don't know Jesus? He's not saying go make disciples because you're amazing, because you're qualified. He's not saying go and make disciples and I'm going to hang back here and kick back. God didn't tell Moses in the burning bush, "Hey, you go to Egypt. I'm going to sit back. You got this." He's saying, "Go, and I'm going with you. And I am who I am. I'm the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. And I will teach you what to say. I will give you the words because I made man's mouth." God is the one who at the beginning gave humans the ability to spout words out of our mouth holes. God did that in the first place. So he certainly is able to give us the words when we need them. Be bold because of who he is, not because of who you are. But remember, God knows who you are. He made you. He knows you. And he is sending you on purpose, knowing full well your strengths and weaknesses. He's sending you on purpose to speak his truth, to make disciples, to show others him. You've been chosen by someone who knows you and is well aware of your weaknesses. He knows you and he is sending you. So be bold because of who he is. Hey guys, that's my time. Thanks so much. It's been a lot of fun. I do hope very, very much that we can be together next summer back at Cooperstown Bible Camp. Have a great week. I hope to see you soon.
Thank you, Pastor Nate. Be bold because of who he is. And, you know, we've been teaching and preaching and doing lessons on Jesus and the Bible this entire week. And this is all what we're all about here at Cooperstown Bible Camp. We're all about preaching the name of Jesus and the salvation that he offers. And you know, this is the last virtual camp for this week. So I have to ask you a question. And it's a very easy question. For some it might be easy, for some others it might be difficult. If you were to die today, would you go to heaven? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Do I know for a fact that I've accepted Jesus Christ into my life? I've declared that I'm a sinner, I need saving, and only Jesus can do that. Maybe you've never done that before. Now's the time where you can do that. And it's as simple as saying a prayer, but the prayer itself isn't what saves you. The words itself isn't what saves you. It's praying with all your heart, soul, and mind, knowing that you are a sinner and that Jesus is the only one that can save you. And if you're ready to do that, I want to lead you through a prayer. And the prayer goes simply like this. Dear Jesus, I know that I'm a sinner. I know I can't save myself. I believe that you came and died on the cross for my sins. I believe that you rose from the grave and you are in heaven right now. Knowing confidently that that's where you are and that's what you've done. Come into my life. Change my life. I want to be saved by you. Amen. And you can pray something along those lines. And just praying the prayer, like I said, the words, it's not magic words. There are no magic words. It's the knowledge that you yourself as a sinner are a sinner. And you're praying with all your heart, mind, and soul that Jesus is the only one that can save you. And that when you die, if you pray that prayer, when you die, you are heaven bound. Your life will change drastically because Jesus is now a part of it. And we would like to know, maybe that's you and you've accepted Jesus Christ as your Savior. Please tell one of us. Send us a message on Facebook Messenger. Send us a mail at Cooperstown Bible Camp. Just let us know one way or another. We want to know. Because all we care about is the spiritual well-being of you. That's first and foremost. And for those of you who may already know Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, and you're struggling with your relationship with Him right now, it's an awesome opportunity to recommit your life to Jesus. And it's as simple as praying, God, bring me back to you. Open my eyes to see where I'm failing and falling, and I ask for your help. Help me to follow you closer. Help me to be in your word more. Help me to go to church. Help me to evangelize and tell more people about you. Work on my life. Let me pray amen. And just recommit your life to Jesus. If you do that, please let us know too. Some way. Send us a message. Send us something through Facebook. Send something to mail at Cooperstown Bible Camp. We want to know. All right? We're praying for every single one of you who do make a decision. We want to continue to pray for us. So it helps us out knowing those who accept Jesus. All right, so hey, we're getting ready. That was awesome how Nate just ran through the whole subject of being bold in Exodus all the way up to today. So thank you again, Pastor Nate. Hey, all right, we got one more activity we're going to do. We're running out of time, and we're getting ready to wrap up camp here. But guess what we're going to do today, guys? It is time for scavenger hunt. Whoa, let me try that again. It is time for scavenger hunt. Here's how selfie scavenger hunt is going to happen. I've got a list of selfie things you need to do. All right? Thing is this is called quick draw selfie scavenger hunt. You only have 30 seconds. As soon as I say what you must do, 30 seconds is going to pop up on the clock, and you got to get a picture of yourself and send it to us. All right? So, everybody stand up, get yourself ready, get your cell phone, get something, get ready to take a picture, get ready to take a selfie, because we're getting ready to start selfie scavenger hunt with the first one. Here we go. The first one is take a selfie in front of a window. Take a selfie in front of a window. Go. All right. You have 30 seconds. Let's go. Take a selfie in front of a window. It doesn't matter what kind of window it is. You just got to take a selfie in front of a window. You can go out to your barn. You can go out to the garage. You go to your car. Some sort of window. All right, 10 seconds. Come on. Get your picture. Go, 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 go. Get your picture. Send it in. Get your picture. Send it in. 2, 1. All right, here we go. The next one. Next one. Selfie with some breakfast food. Selfie with some sort of breakfast food. Go. Selfie with some sort of breakfast food. Selfie with some sort of breakfast food. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a box of cereal. It could be some eggs. It could be some bacon. It could be a selfie with a cow if you'd like, because that's a breakfast food. What was that? I said cereal. Or oatmeal. Or cream of wheat. or something. Uh-oh. There goes the oar. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Time's up. Time's up. Get your picture. Get it sent in. Here's your next one, guys. Selfie with something that starts with a W. Selfie that starts with some. Oh my goodness. Selfie that something starts with a W. Go. Oh man, I speak goodly today. I need to go back to school. It is horrible. Selfie with something that starts with a W. Get your selfie in. Go get your selfie. You're down to 15 seconds and send it in. Doesn't matter if it's through Messenger, if it's through Facebook, if it's through Instagram using hashtag CBC2020, or through mail at CooperstownBibleCamp.com. 3, 2, 1. All right. Here's your next one. Here's your next one. This is going to be the hard one. You're 30 seconds into this one. Might be difficult. Selfie wearing the worst outfit you can find. A selfie wearing the worst outfit you can find. Go. Selfie wearing the worst outfit you can find. Gee, I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of worse outfits. But 20 seconds. Selfie with the worst outfit you can find. All right, we're down to 10 seconds. Yeah. You can hold it up against yourself. You don't have to wear it. Just selfie with something all right, that's it. All right, this one's a little bit easier. Selfie with a photo of yourself. A selfie with the photo of yourself. Go. A selfie with a photo of yourself. So a selfie. Selfie. Selfie? Or selfie. Selfie. That's what it is. A selfie. You know? Oh, it's only one time? Okay. Selfie. Self-picture, selfie. 2, 1. All right, get that in. Send it in. All right. You need to take a selfie by something fluffy. Go. A selfie by something fluffy. Hey, if you're watching this later, you can still be a part of this. It doesn't matter. You just have to follow the clock. All right? So something fluffy. It could be a blanket, you know. It could be your dog. Fluffy carpet. The shag carpet, you know. Fluffy hair. Right? There we go. We're down 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2. Get your pictures in. We got 2 more. 2 more. A selfie with a really old gadget. Ready, go. Go. Selfie with a really old gadget. You have 30 seconds. Let's get this selfie in. I'm still stuck on selfie. A no, we already moved past that. So, what are we doing? I forgot what it is. A selfie with a really old gadget. That's right. Selfie with a really old gadget. Okay? And I don't know what really old to some would be. I mean, 10 years, 30 years. Anyways, 1 second left. All right, get them in. All right, this might be a hard one. Okay, this is the last one. You need to take a selfie. Oh, wait, actually, let's do 2 more. A selfie looking as geeky as you can. Go. All right, selfie acting as looking as geeky as you can. I don't have to worry about that because I look geeky every single day. So there's that, you know. Yeah, bow tie, some tape around the eye, the glasses, or suspenders, or something. I don't know. Be creative. Make yourself as geeky as you can. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now, the last one. Here we go. You need to take a selfie with a celebrity, quote unquote, okay? Take a selfie with a celebrity. Ready? Go. 30 seconds. This will probably stretch your creativity. All right? You need to take a selfie with a celebrity, okay? I'm not going to even give you hints on how you could do this. You have to figure it out. Be creative. Selfie with a celebrity. All right? Get your pictures in. Send them in. Even if you want to get them all and then send them in later, that's fine too. We can do that, all right? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right. Hey, that is in your house scavenger hunt. That was in your house scavenger hunt, okay? Collaborate all your pictures, send them all in. We want to see how well you did on your selfie scavenger hunt, okay? Hey, we're getting ready to end the day. We're getting ready to end the week. We're going to unfortunately have to say goodbye to every one of you for this week for junior high camp. We have senior high camp next week, senior high virtual camp. We're excited about that because we're going to have a lot of fun with our senior high group. We have some special guests that are going to be here that I'm excited about, but I'm not going to tell you who that is because they're going to have to find out. But let's wrap up Virtual Camp 2020 because it's the weirdest year ever for camp. Let's go ahead and finish it off in a weird way with CBC is Red Hot. Let's take it back to the silly songs.
CBC is what? CBC is what?
Red Hot!
CBC is what?
Red Hot!
CBC is
R-E-D-H-O-T-O, baby, R-E-D-H-O-T-O, Stop the devil! Stop the devil!
Stop the
devil!
CBC is what?
Red Hot!
CBC is what?
Red Hot!
CBC is
R-E-D-H-O-T-O, baby, R-E-D-H-O-T-O, Stop the devil! Stop the devil!
Stop the devil!
All right, this is going to do it. Let's go ahead and finish up virtual camp. Staff, come on up here. Let's do our verse of 1 Corinthians 10:31 before we send you off to go eat. I'm going to put this down. We're going to yell just like we do every single time we eat a meal around here. Put your finger up in the air. Yell like you mean it. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Therefore, whether you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do it all to the glory of God. Hey guys, we had a blast hanging out with you this week. We had a bunch of you guys sending in pictures. Be sure to continue to send those in. It encourages us here at camp, and we want to see that you have fun. Again, we tried to make this as fun as possible. We wanted to make sure we still taught Jesus and that the gospel of Jesus was given. So hopefully we were able to do that this year. Thank you again from all of us here at Cooperstown Bible Camp to all of you for joining. And until then, we will see you at our next, we have a few retreats coming up in the fall. We are back at it. And then next year, the Battlegrounds 2021, we will be doing this. All right? All of you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for joining us. See you guys later.